Hey everybody, welcome back to Sarah J. Awesome. About a month ago, Nestour sent me these LED lights to review. They're neon lights for the whole interior of my Tesla Model 3, and I am so excited to be installing these. When I was in high school, you know, Fast and Furious came out and I was obsessed with LED lights. And for my Tesla Model 3, I have the blue LED lights for the trunk and the two back doors. But I do not have footwell lights in my Tesla Model 3. They are only activated by software for the performance model and the long range model. So I'm really excited to be getting these. This is the full set. So this goes across the dashboard. It outlines the center console. It outlines the back of the two front seats. And it also has 4 footwell lights for the entire car. So for this package for the Tesla Model 3, it's $89.99, and that's with Amazon Prime free shipping. And then if you just want the dash and the center console and the front 2 footwell lights, then that set is $59.99. This is not going to be an affiliate link. I'm not making any money off you guys purchasing these lights. Inside the box, we have the tubing for the lights. And then we also have all these wires, which I'm going to try to organize. And then this is what's going to be plugging into my center console. We have some tools for tucking the wire into the trim. These are for the footwell lights, the 3M tape, and then we have our instructions here. Basically, you just push this button to turn off and on, and then you connect an app in your phone to it, and that's how you can change the colors and the settings. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to stick this box thing. I do wish there was a longer wire for this. I don't really want to put it in here because then I have 2 wires that have to come out of the center console. I'd rather just have one. So we're going to see what we can do with that. Okay, you're going to hear my AC running. Sorry about that. And yes, my car is disgusting. I don't care. I'll clean it later. So here's the deal. The company wants you to have all of the extra wire in here. So you would basically have a minimum of 7 wires coming out of your center console. This little guy right here is super annoying. If they would have made this cord right here a few inches longer, then I could have hid this wire coming out back here. So the plan is to have this box down here in between this and the wall basically, and I'm gonna have to put some sticky stuff here, but because this wire is so short, it's gonna have to come out the front of the console like this, which is super annoying. I absolutely freaking hate cords, but at least you'll only see one cord because the lights, those 2 cords coming in will fit into this right here and you won't see them. And then the rest we're gonna put in here. So I guess let's go ahead and start ripping this car apart, and hopefully I can get that panel back on when we're done with everything. They wanted us to pop the panels off on the passenger side of the car over there, but since this wire is so short and I have to have all the wires on the driver's side anyway, and I'm putting them into the driver's side of the console, I'm going to go ahead and try to install the wire coming up to the dash over here. What it looks like when you're sitting in the back seat. This is what it looks like from the passenger side. You don't really notice any wires sticking out at all. On the driver's side, you can see my 2 wires down there, just that tucked in there, and you can see this wire coming down. And then there's 2 wires right here. And I actually am still able to use my tray here. This looks absolutely perfect. It looked like it came with the car. It doesn't look weird at all. But the one on the dash, it just doesn't look perfect to me. I tried the best I could. Anyway, when you look around the car, you can't see any wires anywhere. Except for that one, which is absolutely driving me bonkers. And you can't see those that I shoved underneath the floor mat either when the seat's up in its proper position. I'm finally done with this install, and these lights look absolutely amazing. The install, I will say, was a lot more work than I anticipated. I heard some other YouTubers say that it took them like 2 hours to install, and the company says I think 2 to 3 hours, and it took me over 9 hours straight. That's not including breaks to like go to the bathroom, eat, take care of my kids, my dogs, etc. That is straight hands-on working on this by myself. It took me over 9 hours to install these lights. I mostly did not follow the directions. I kind of did things opposite of what they said to do, and I feel like my final product looks way better than the company intended for it to look. So I am super proud of that, and that's why it took me so long to install these. You will have to have the doors open all the way when you're installing these and be crawling in and out of the car constantly and moving the seats back and forth constantly. It takes a lot of patience, but I think it was worth it. Overall, in the end, I am super happy with these lights. They look so crazy awesome at night. The only issues that I had was there's not enough 3M tape. They did give enough of the LED light tubing, so that was good. They do need to add an extra 3M tape for the little power box, so I can shove that between the seat and the console. And they do need to have an extra sticky thing for the footwells, because the one underneath my driver's seat has come off twice now. It's gotten to be like 160 degrees in my car lately. It's gotten super hot here in Texas. So I think it's basically just melting off the car. I don't know, it's just not sticking very well under the driver's seat, but the other 3 footwells are totally fine. And I did have it come off a couple times around the back of the seats, but I just keep refitting it and sticking it, and so far it's been fine. My only other complaint is there are some wires on the side of the center console, so that is an issue for me. I absolutely hate wires, but I've pretty much got it to look where there's only 1 wire coming out of the console. There's really not. There's really 5 that you see. There's 2 on the passenger and 3 on the driver, but really when you just glance at it, it looks like just 1 wire. So overall, I am super happy with this product. I think that the price is good for what you get for doing the whole interior of the car. It was over 100 degrees here when I was outside installing these, so that really was not a good idea on my part. That was really stupid. In the daylight, everything looks absolutely perfect except for the dash. I think it's just a weird reflection of the adhesive, the 3M tape. I think it's reflecting the light a little bit weird. But overall, the company is absolutely amazing. They've been super nice and very patient with me. I've had these lights for about 2 months now, and I told them it was only going to take a month to review them. So thank you for being so patient with me getting this video out. My biggest advice to the company is that they lengthen that power cord between where it plugs in and the actual power box. That needs to be about 5 feet long in order for you to really have enough length of wire to work with and hide the wires better. Of course, that goes against their instructions, but I will say that the company could really up the quality of this product if they found a way for you to not have all those wires coming out of your console. I completely disagree with that. I mean, we're spending you know, between $40,000 to $100,000 on these cars, and of course mine's the lowest, the cheapest one, but we paid a lot of money for these cars, and I think that's ridiculous having all those wires come out of the console. And if I did it that way, I would not do this, but I felt confident that I could do a better job and hide those wires, and I was able to accomplish that. So I am super proud of myself. So if you can find a way to minimize the appearance of wires for this install, that is what's going to separate your product from other products and take it to a whole nother level. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to help you do your install. I hope y'all have a great week, and I'll see y'all next time.